Okay, and your artist name is Yarden Saxophone, right? That's your full artist name?
Mm-hmm.
Great. You are listening to Femme House Radio with your host, LP Giobbi, and this week we have DJ, producer, and saxophone player, Yarden Saxophone. From Tel Aviv, her DJ sets have conquered stages all over the world, from Tomorrowland to opening for Sean Paul, Marshmello, the Chainsmokers, and more. These sets are a combination of her own productions, electronic music, and live saxophone. Yarden, thank you so much for being a guest on Femme House Radio. It is really, truly an honor to have you right now, calling in from Tel Aviv. Tell us your origin story. How did you get into DJing and producing?
So I'm really happy to be here. I've been playing the saxophone since I was 8, so that's a long time now. And I've been playing my whole childhood, and I came from jazz. And then I started playing with DJs, and that's where I discovered my love for electronic music. And at some point I decided to try DJing myself, because I feel like when you play live music over electronic music, the choice of remixes and the choice of song is very important, because playing a live instrument over any song doesn't necessarily sound good all the time. So I wanted to have full control over that, and I started producing my own music and DJing myself, and I'm trying to figure out my genre as I go, because at the moment, like, house music is my main thing. But I came from EDM in previous years, and even inside the house music, I'm trying to find my place.
Oh, okay. Yes, you're back. Amazing. Well, your journey has been fascinating so far. We love watching you. Your latest release with Ukrainian producer Indie Elephant, called Adon, has a sax hook based on an old Jewish prayer. How did this track come to be? It's beautiful.
Thank you. So this is like a really old Jewish prayer that usually sing in a certain holiday called Yom Kippur. And I've been a fan of Indie Elephant's music for a while. I've been playing some of his music in my sets, and I tagged him in a video where I played his song, and we started talking, and he was telling me about the situation in Ukraine, and we talked some about his music and everything, and then we had the idea of doing something together, and he sent me a rough mix of something he wanted a saxophone on, and when I heard it, like, the first thing that I set up my microphone, the first thing that came out of me was that melody from that prayer. And yeah, I just thought it was very cool, and we did shorten it a bit and change it a bit, but that's the hook from the prayer. And, like, usually when you hear it, you hear like hundreds of people like singing it in like a synagogue or something, and playing it in a party is, at the beginning it was a bit weird, but it somehow was weird in a bizarre and cool way that I loved it. So yeah.
Oh, I think it's so beautiful. It's really powerful, and yeah, that was a really, really cool idea.
Thank you.
What has been your favorite show, festival, or club show that you have played to date?
Favorite one? Well, there are a few, but I guess this year I did Tomorrowland for the first time, and that was quite crazy. Mostly because I wasn't playing on any of the big stages. I was playing like the smallest stage you could find in Tomorrowland. It's like in the Dreamville area. It's nothing fancy, like no lights or anything. It was just like a DJ booth and speakers. And they wanted me to do like the after party for when people come back from the big stages at like 1 a.m. And I really didn't expect anything, because I was like, people have been partying for 12 hours, seeing the biggest DJs in the world. I don't think like seeing me on this tiny thing would, But then it turned out, like, I guess when you come with low expectations, you could only be surprised because it was amazing. People came with the best energies I've ever seen, and it was something special about playing on this tiny, tiny stage that felt like really intimate with them. And then like from 5 people and turned into like hundreds of people just around that small stage. It was one of the, like, it was amazing. So I guess
that is incredible. Tucker always says to me, from Sophie Tucker, he's always said to me, expect nothing, take everything. So it sounds like you did exactly that, and it worked out for you. That's incredible. Final question, what advice would you give your younger self?
Not to leave any music in the drawer. Release everything. Really, I have so many tracks that I have like from a few years ago that are not relevant for now. Like, there's no reason to release them now. But I'm like, why didn't I release them back then? Like, it's so easy releasing music these days. And worst case, the song doesn't I don't know, it doesn't succeed too well. But I don't believe that releasing music can really damage your career that much. Like, even if it's not that good.
I love that. I think that's so true. I used to be a little bit more protective, but it's just put it out. It's not for you anymore once you put it out. It's for other people to take what they need from it, and somebody's going to need something. So I love that. Well, thank you so much for being a guest on Femme House Radio. We love you at Femme House. We are sending you all the prayers. We hope that you stay safe. Thank you so much for tuning in and being with us. And yeah, you're a real gem. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Listen, I love your music. I play your music in so many places. And I played at the Tomorrowland stage, so yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's incredible. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Here, let me stop this while I'm